Hi there, it's Gabriel here, SEO Manager at Hike SEO. And in this video, we'll be talking about local citations, how to get your business listed in directories and all the benefits of doing so. So what you'll learn in this video is what local citations actually are, why they're important for your overall SEO strategy, especially local SEO, what's required to actually create them. There's two types of citations, and we'll cover the differences of both. And then we'll talk about the differences between backlinks versus citations and where to actually secure them. So I've come up with a list of some possible places you can start from and how to find more. And then finally, the importance of consistency. Finally, with tracking the citation performance so you can see what actual results you're getting from the efforts that you put into this. So, what are local citations? Great question. Basically, they're online mentions of a business's name, address, and phone number, also known as NAP or NAP, as well as additional information on various websites, directories, or platforms. So here's an example on Yelp. So when I search takeout or takeaway restaurant, and let's say select London as the city, you can see a bunch of restaurants pop up. So this is a popular directory platform where local businesses, including restaurants, can be listed, and visitors on the site or through Google can find these restaurants using these directories, or other businesses for that matter, any business that is listed on there. So why are these so important for your local SEO? Firstly, it increases the presence on key platforms. So not all users find businesses using search engines like Google or Yahoo or Bing or any of those, but instead they prefer to look on directories or other websites instead, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, or specialist or niche directories. So this is, everyone has a different way of searching, and not always they don't always use search engines. They might have specific platforms they already go on. For example, when you're looking for a product, most likely use Amazon as the search engine. When you're looking for videos, you most likely use YouTube for the search engine. So there's different platforms, and directories are places where many people go to find local businesses. Another one is it boosts local rankings and visibility in the search engine results pages, or SERPs. And this maintains a comprehensive and precise online presence on reputable sites, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, Foursquare. There's so many out there. But this is really important because it will help with the local rankings and the visibility. Next is it builds trust. So it helps search engines in confirming a business's existence, legitimacy, and trustworthiness by appearing consistently across multiple relevant and trusted websites. And consistency builds trust because it means that this business is true to its word, it has the right information everywhere, etc. Imagine if you came across a business and it had a different phone number on a different websites, different addresses. You wouldn't know which information to trust. That's why consistency is so important. Capitalize on first page results, especially from the search engine point of view. So when you list your business on platforms that already dominate the first page search results, like these really big directories that have great domain authority and have built up lots of backlinks and high rankings, basically you can ride that wave. You can piggyback on that and have your business show up on first page results when someone searches for something because of being on those platforms. So this is a really big one. You don't have to necessarily rank on your own website to get visibility. You can list your business on these directories and get visibility much quicker and piggyback on these platforms' efforts and authority already. Get referral traffic. I mean, this is a no-brainer, but really important as well because that will help your overall SEO strategy and get more business to your site. So you will receive referral traffic that otherwise would not have happened or taken place, because people land on these directories, they search your business, they find it, they click it, and they go to your site. It doesn't always have to come from Google Organic. So when you list on directories that have proven traffic, especially large ones like Yellow Pages or Yelp or these ones, make sure the keywords have high search volume, because otherwise, if you list your business on there with irrelevant keywords, people will find them, but not that many searches will occur. So ideally, when you optimize those profiles, your description, you add these main keywords that can actually help you rank for them, for those in the search engines, using these platforms as a piggyback. So information required for these local citations, or also known as directories. So the core information most of them will have is obviously the business name. Next is the address, so where it's located or what service areas, and the phone number. So this is the NAP, the name, address, phone number. And this is really important because that's pretty much core across all of them. Without this, people don't know how to contact them or find them, or they don't even know the name. They have to know the name of the business to even start searching for it. And then they need to know where it's located so they can drive there, or ship something to it, or whatever. And then phone number, obviously, if they need to call them for customer support or whatnot. So here's an example on Yell.com. I've highlighted the name, the address, and the phone number. See, it appears all there, ready, easily accessible to the visitor. Next, additional information. So this is additional piece of information that many directories have in addition to the NAP. And this is the website URL, so they can check out the site, opening hours if they have any, the description of the website and the business, the industry category, the directions, how to get there, or even a map, Google Map embed, photos of customers taking photos, or photos that the business itself has listed, links to social media profiles, email addresses. Any of that will be additional information that will be helpful for the user when they're doing the research. So here's an example of a restaurant, and you can see that they have reviews, they have photos, they have opening hours, they have the website listed there, they have a menu even. Obviously, this is specific to a restaurant. Other types of businesses might have different pieces of information. And you can see they have the business name, the phone number, and the address, as well as directions. So they have a lot of information there all in one place, and it's easy to spot and to go to those. So there's two types of local citations. The first one is structured citations. So that's basically some of the examples I've showed you already. And these are standardized mentions of businesses' NAP, name, address, phone number, on directories specifically designed to display local business information. So sites like Yell.com, Yelp, all of these, they're designed as directories. And so that's why they're structured. And these often include additional details like you've seen, as business category, hours of operation, website links, etc., like we covered. So that's structured citations. Next, and also typically found on business listing sites, online directories, social media platforms. These all contain structured citations. They provide a uniform and organized way for search engines to verify and understand the business information. So when search engines crawl these sites, they can easily determine where these pieces of information are on each page, and then categorically across the whole site start mining that data and seeing, this information from this business correlates to that site and so forth. And so it's easy for them to grab that info versus the next type, which is, I'll show you in a moment, unstructured. But first, an example. So here's Foursquare City Guide, and this is just a restaurant. And you can see it's structured. It has a consistent layout, it has a consistent area where the pieces of information are, like the name of the restaurant, the address, the phone number, even the website. You can see all that in one place. So next is unstructured, and that's what I hinted at. So these are casual mentions of a business's NAP or other identifying information on websites that aren't specifically designed for displaying local business listings, such as blogs or a website article or anywhere else where it's not meant to have a citation or a business listing, but it's just casually mentioned within other information. So blogs, news sites, forums, apps, maps, government databases, things like that. And where basically it's where a business is referred to or discussed, but not in a formal directory or listing format like you saw. So what makes an unstructured citation valuable is based on the website's location. So what location, let's say it's a local business site, so that Google can determine where it's from, the industry relevance, the authority, the number of backlinks, the topics it talks about. All of these things is what makes that valuable. And the more relevant it is, the more in that location where your business is, the better and the more relevant it is. So here's an example on this student living blog. And here's a restaurant in the top 10 list that they have called Blue Jasmine. And you can see it's an informal, unstructured business citation because it's listing the name of the business. And I highlighted a little thing that shows you actually the actual address of the business. So this is an unstructured citation because every blog might mention it slightly different or whatnot. But Google will still pick up on this, and these are still valuable for your overall local SEO. So other types of citations, so we got search engines like Google, Bing, and Apple bring in rich snippets, so it's easy to see, map packs, things like that. We have primary data aggregators such as Foursquare, Data Axle, Newstar, Localese. All these platforms are other types like aggregators and owned properties such as the company website, the brand website. So these are other types of local citations. So we have major directories and important platforms such as Facebook, Yelp, etc. And geo and industry-specific platforms such as the Chamber of Commerce in a specific city, websites, professional associations, guilds, governing bodies, different organizations that might give out licenses or certifications to certain types of businesses. All of these ones can be great directories and areas where you can have local citations to your business, depending on how relevant it is. So let's talk the difference between backlinks versus citations. So backlinks are simply hyperlinks that point back to your website from another website and contain anchor text. So that little text that's actually hyperlinked, that's anchor text. And this anchor text gives context to where the link leads. So it kind of gives a little hint both to the user and the search engines what that page that it's linked to might be about. Next, a local citation is the text within the business information, such as the name, the phone number, the address, and it may or may not contain links. So it might have a link to the website. Some of the text might be hyperlinked somewhere, but it might not. It might just be plain text like we saw in the previous example of the unstructured citation. So where to actually secure these local citations? Where do you go? What do you do? So every country might have different aggregators, directories, or platforms to submit your business information through. So depending on what country you are, you might have to do a bit of research, but it's quite easy using Google to discover these directories or these business listing site. So it's important to do your research to make sure you find the right ones versus just guessing and picking a few ones that might not be the main ones. So you have to go through a bit more and do your research on that. So in the UK, I've done some research for you already. So this is just a select few. There's obviously a lot more out there. But there's mirror.co.uk directory. There's yelp.co.uk. There's botw.org.uk. There's Who's. There's Silex. There's free index. Now, if you want more, if you go to the actual article on the Learn SEO Hub about local citations, I've listed a lot more, and there's links to additional lists of directories. So definitely check that article out in the Learn SEO Hub on hikeseo.co/learn. All right, the next is Scoot. We have Nextdoor. We have All in London. We have Euro Pages, Hot Frog, Find the Needle. All of these are great business listing sites, and you can check them out. Now, in the USA, there are 3 primary aggregators. So there's Express Update by Info Group. There's Newstar Localese, and there's Factual. So check these out. These are aggregators. They bring together multiple different business listing sites. So definitely go on there if you're in the US or you want to have your business visible in the US. Now, there's other common platforms. There's Foursquare. There's Better Business Bureau. There's Local Works, MapQuest, Yellow Pages, Angie, City Data. All of those are possible sites you can check out as well as Manta. So now, if you want to discover more, obviously there are a lot more. If you want to get listed on additional ones, then this is how you would do it. You would use Google or other search engines to discover these by searching something along the lines of the location where your business is, or the location of the business, or where you want to be seen, and then Chamber of Commerce, or the location business directory, or the location business listings, or something like this. You can change up the keywords depending on that, or location plus local citation or something. All of these will help you discover these platforms in your area. So in Hike SEO, the platform is for small business owners, beginners, or agencies who support small businesses. This tool, the local citations tool, is fantastic because it already gives you a head start on some of the top directories or local citations that you can list your business in. But what's even better is it actually shows you which ones that you've implemented or added your business to, which ones are incorrect or inconsistent, and which ones are missing at the moment that you still need to go on and submit. So fantastic way to actually go on there and get a head start with your citations. Now, by no means is this a comprehensive list, because there's obviously different ones in different countries, but it's a great solid foundation to start from. So definitely try out Hike and go into the citations and submit your business through that tool. Now, I want to talk about the importance of consistency, because this is where it all comes down to. This is where the trust is built for the search engines and the users. So consistency is number one. Consistency in the information of your business. Make sure it's the same everywhere across the web, everywhere it's listed. So it's crucial to maintain the accuracy and the consistency in both the structured and unstructured citations. And that can be a difficult task, and that's why Hike can actually help you because of that citations tool. You'll scan it, make sure you're consistent. However, if you do update any of the information like your address, your phone number, your business name, or anything else, you need to go on all those directories that you've been listed on and change them. Make sure that they're all consistent again. Not just on one or two, because then it will create inconsistency, but on all of them. That's really, really important for your local SEO results. So citations basically serve as confirmation to Google and other search engines that your business is genuine, legitimate, and accurately represented, as the information is supported by the multiple sources. And that's why it needs to be the same across everywhere. If it's inconsistent somewhere, obviously the user doesn't know and the search engine doesn't know which piece of information is to be trusted. Is it this phone number or is it that phone number? Is it this address or that address? So it's really important. That's why it needs to be the same across everywhere. So ensuring a uniform name or business name, address, phone number across various websites is essential for conveying trust signals to Google, as well as building consumer trust. Now, here's some actual data backing this up. A study actually found that 80% of consumers lose trust in local businesses when they encounter incorrect or inconsistent contact details or business names online. That makes complete sense because obviously you would get confused if there's conflicting information. So this is a study from Bright Local. Let's talk about tracking citation performance. So once you have those citations on there or about to submit them, we want to leverage UTM tags. And these are little tags you can add onto your URL, your website URL, and it allows to track referral traffic accurately in your Google Analytics. So this can be used for businesses with a single location or multiple locations. It doesn't matter, but it does help to show you where they're coming from and kind of what sources. So here's an example for the single location and the UTM. So let's say your website is example.com. Then you would add the whole string there, and it's basically the source is a citation, and the medium is referral. And then in Google Analytics, you can actually see which website you're coming from as well. So that helps. And multiple location UTMs, you would have typically you would have dedicated location pages for the areas that your business is in, so the location or the city name, and then you would add the UTM parameters onto that. So at least then you can see you're sending the traffic to the right location, the right page, depending on where it's listed. So let's say you have 3 coffee shops, one in each different city. Then obviously in each of those local listings, you would point to the appropriate page on your site. So people land there and they know that this is the matching city. So that's it for local citations. If you have any questions at all, do let me know. Happy to answer them. And definitely try out hikeseo.co. Check it out. It's a really fantastic platform for small businesses, for absolute beginners with no SEO experience. And it will help you with your local SEO overall, getting more exposure, more visibility, and more organic traffic. All right, have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.